All right, and we are live. Good morning, everyone, and good evening, good afternoon, and good morning from wherever part of the world you are. So, this is Ryan Alexander Lim. I'm a nurse by profession, all the way from Pennsylvania, USA. But I'm here together with my co-business partners from around the globe, and we'll be talking about how digital business or being an entrepreneur differentiate our mindset from that employee mindset. So, same hours, same efforts, but completely different outcomes. So, why is it? So, again, we are digital business owner. So, we are here to talk about how these two mindset differentiate from each other so that you can also learn how the entrepreneur think. So, two people can work hard as every day, yet one stays in the same cycle, stuck in the same cycle, while the other keeps creating new opportunities. The difference isn't always skill, skill, background, or even luck. It's the mindset. All right. So the way you think about time, income, risk, and growth shapes the results you get. An employee mindset focuses on stability and instruction, while an entrepreneur mindset looks for leverage, ownership, and long term value. Understanding this difference is often the turning point because once your mindset shifts, the way you approach work, money, and your future changes with it. So, guys, we are so excited again together with my two sisters here, beautiful sisters from Canada and from USA. We will be talking about the difference between the two mindsets. So, let's first talk about, or let's hear it from Asna. Go ahead, sis Asna from Canada.
Thank you, Ryan, for giving me this opportunity. For those who don't know me, my name is Hasna. I am originally from Congo, now living in Canada. So I am a healthcare worker and a proud digital business owner. So today I'm here to talk about my points employer versus entrepreneur mindset. So I'm going to touch about this point because I write down sometimes my point so that I don't forget fear of failure versus learning from failure. When you have your own digital business, when you get a failure, you learn from it, and then after learning, what should is happen is that you adjust it, the way how to improve yourself. A failure is a way for you to learn, improve, and move on. Versus when you are an employee or you are a worker, normally, especially in diaspora, we are very scared to do mistake. And that's happened to me. Why? Because 99% they check your fail your mistake. They don't check how good you are. So out of 10, if you do 9 things good, but the day you only do one mistake, remember that one mistake, it can take you, it can they can even fire you because of that single mistake. If you are not lucky, or if they really decided to do so, they can do so. Or either they will just approach you and tell you, no, be careful with this mistake, don't never repeat. So there's no that like understanding that you are a human being, you are a perfect human being, you can do mistake. They don't understand ever, right? So when you are a worker, make sure that you don't do mistake versus being an entrepreneur. So another thing is about we impact people globally. Why we do impact people globally? Because we are leveraging on a social media platform. Our digital business, we have a system. That system works for you 90%. And right now, through our weekly training, they have adjusted. I think we have reached even to 95%. So which means that everything's become automatic. You only have 5% for you to leverage social media platforms. So when you have your content maybe on business page, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, any platform you feel comfortable. Now you use a system, 90 to 95 percent system. That system now, it will push your content through, and people will be seeing things, your content all over the world. That's why you can get people even back home in Africa, maybe in Europe, maybe in USA. People will keep contacting you. They want to learn more about you. Why? Because of the system, because of social media, versus an employee or worker. Because when you work as a traditional business, you like a worker, you are just a worker, because you need to make sure that you show up yourself, you wake up, you go. And remember, you cannot really reach people globally. Why you can't reach people globally? Because you are only limited in a certain area, in a certain place. Not all people knows you worldwide. They don't know you, right? Because you are only focused on one place, one people, one area. While list globally, you reach many people. And that is why you can see right now, if you go on social media, especially TikTok, go there, you will see some people, even if they sell clothes, they sell what, but still they are posting their product on TikTok. Why? They know that while when they do it on TikTok, while they use social media, they can reach a large audience. So being an entrepreneur and then using social media, you reach so many audience. And that is the thing that we are using into our business platform, right? Yes. Another point that I wanted to talk is about and we have a short-term task versus long-term vision. Okay. Yeah. So when you do this business, we only focus on the daily duties. Every day, okay, if I go, when I get there, I wash this cloth for this person, or maybe I clean, and it become a routine. And something, when it's become a routine, it's tiring, because it's become a repetitive task. And if you do a repetitive task, what happen? There is a high mistake. There's a high chance of you to do so many mistakes, because you're like, I do it every day. I know. So when you do this digital business, it's not the same thing. So as we have duties, we plan ahead of time. Okay, we plan ahead of time, and that's what I said. When there's a mistake, there's a way to adjust, there's a way to learn, because we plan ahead of time. So what is your choice? Ask yourself now, which one do you prefer? Either to be an entrepreneur or to keep being an employee. You can still use your paycheck, or you can still use your 9 to 5 as an entrepreneur, to be as an employee or worker, to be an entrepreneur. All depend with your mindset. What is your mindset? Do you want to keep at your comfort zone, or you want to change your life? Now it's up to you to decide. Thank you, Ryan.
Yes, wow, wow. Thank you so much, Sis Asna. That's really true, because if ever you have that entrepreneur mindset, if there are failures along the way, we bounce back. We find way, we find solution in order to bounce back every challenges that comes your way. In employee mindset, of course, we are avoiding mistakes because we are under our employers. So that's why we need to be perfect. We need to avoid mistake. But one thing I remember about being entrepreneur is I learned it from one of our leaders that the faster you fail, the faster you'll become successful. So learn from your mistakes, go for it, and that's a good one, and that's a good mindset, an entrepreneur mindset. All right, thank you so much, Sis Asna. Now let's move on to Texas, USA, and let's give the floor to Sis Shelby. Go ahead, Sis.
Thank you. Thank you, Ryan, for giving this opportunity to be here with all of you. My name is Shilpi. I'm from Dallas, Texas. Originally, I'm from India and living in USA for last 20 years. I have three beautiful kids, one cute dog, and a loving husband. So, and also I started this business to provide better future to my family. So today's topic is very interesting. It's employee versus entrepreneur mindset. So I would like to say the difference is trading time for money versus leveraging systems. In the traditional setup, employees are paid for the hours they work for. If they stop working, income stops. But entrepreneurs, they think differently. right? They focus on building systems, and systems that can continue to generate results even when they are not actively working, even when they are sleeping, they are traveling, their system, their business still work. So it could be like digital platforms, or automatic processes, or scalable systems, right? So the goal is not just to work more, but to build something that works for you. And the second thing I want to say is following instructions versus creating solutions. So employee mindset. Employees are usually trained for to follow a set process. Their boss is giving them command, and they are agreeing. They are performing their duties. There is a structure, and they work within it. But entrepreneurs, they develop a different they have a different mindset. They look for problems to solve, like as Sasana say, they learn from their failures, and they improve by that way. They think creatively, they find new ways to improve and grow. So instead of asking this what should I do, they start asking, what can I create, where can I improve? So that shift, that mindset is so powerful. So that is my take. Thank you, Ryan. Back to you.
All right. That's really true, sis Shelby, because of course, if you are an employee, of course, you are paid by hours. So if you're like, for example, there's a limit on your income. But of course, if you go over time, so that's another different story. But you'll be trading time instead of having your time with your family and kids. And with your entrepreneur mindset, there is that mindset that there is a great potential that can even go from active income to passive income. And that's what our goal is as being an entrepreneur. So for me, okay, my take on this is the difference between an active income versus a passive income. So for me, active income means you work, you get paid, no work, no pay. Passive or residual income means you build once and it can keep paying you over time. And here's the truth most people ignore. Relying on just one income source in today's world is one of the biggest risks you can take. Because what happens if that one source stops? Bills don't pause, responsibilities don't wait. That's why we here together with Sis Asna and with Sis Shelby, we started building something on the side, not to quit our job immediately, but to create another stream, more options, more security, and more time. And that is one of the difference between the entrepreneur mindset and the employee mindset. Another one is employee mindset, where the employees focus on what needs to be done today, tasks, deadlines, schedules. But we entrepreneurs think beyond today. We are asking, where will this lead us in 5 years, in 3 years, 5 years, or even 10 years? So we both work hard. Both the employee and the entrepreneur both work hard. But the difference is direction. Because being busy doesn't always mean you're moving forward. Yeah, of course. So that's why being entrepreneur is totally different. It's totally different. So I love it because that is before, as an employee, I used to have like, oh, I need to have this. I need to more have more overtime. I need to have more pickup shifts. But when having this entrepreneur mindset, I'm already building something on the side that is hustling for me. And what we love in this digital business is the automated system that we have. So it's a really good one to build something on the side, working towards the goal, towards passive income. So for those out there, if ever you have the chance to watch our go live today, this could be an answered prayer for you. So before we'll end this one, I will allow Sis Asna and Sis Shelby to invite you to our free webinar. They can speak in their own language so that anybody can understand. So what we love about our digital business is this is global. So it's not even if you are not fluent in English, even if you're not fluent in one language, this business can still be done. This is doable. So, Sis Asna, go ahead. Your turn to invite our audience, please. All
Thank you
right.
so much, Ryan, for this opportunity again. So, my Swahili speaker, ninawaambia kwamba tuko hapa kunazungumzia kuhusu tofauti kati ya mfanyakazi na mtu ambaye anajitumikia peke yake. So ni wewe sasa kujiuliza, unataka kuendelea kutumikia mtu mwingine kwa miaka mingapi? Kuna watu wameshakuwa na miaka 20, 16, 13, lakini unakutana kwamba maisha iko pale pale, maisha ibadiliki. Lakini kama ukikuwa wewe mwenyewe ndio uko bosi wa maisha yako, unajua jinsi ya kumanage, na hiki ni kitu ambacho uko na kijenga aujourd'hui et tu sais que demain, c'est où que ta vie va être. Donc, c'est juste toi de penser que est-ce que je vais juste continuer d'être employé, donc un travailleur dans ma vie, ou bien si vraiment tu veux changer ta vie, de toi, tes enfants, donc c'est toi maintenant de décider. Aujourd'hui, on est mardi, regardez en bas, vous allez voir mon site web www.asnamablog.com. Donc, ça va vous aider comment vous pouvez être capable de commencer votre business. Maradi shamari zedu. Munoziwa kuti pedakhamboya kuno ku diaspora. Taisaziva kuti tinogona tiri kubasa. Unoziwa kuti kunoku nyango uri kurwara sei, nyango kana uri bo, asi uri kuona kuti chete manager wako anenge achikuexpecta kuti everyday kuti uite sei uwe kubasa rako. Nyango kamuudza kuti une emergency kuti mwana wako ari kurwara kata murume wako ari kurwara, zvanoda chete kuti presence yako kuti endai kushanda. Saka zvinhu unofanira kuzvibvunza manje, unoda here kuramba kudai kana kuti uri kuda kuchinja upenyu wako? Kana riri sure uri kuda kuchinja upenyu wako, kana kuti riri hausi kuda kuti kuramba uchishandira munhu upenyu wako hwese. Imagine makamboya kudiaspora, kampani uri kushandira ipapo une 15 years, une 20 years, une 30 years uchikushanda ipapo, asi upenyu wako uri kuwedzera. Aiwa, upenyu wako hausi kuwedzera kana. Saka kana uchida kuchinja upenyu wako, uda kuita plan B. Uyai shamwari dzangu, ndichavaratidza kuti munogona kuita sei. Tarisa pazasi ipapo, uchaona website yangu www.asnamablog.com. Chimboenda ipapo, onyora zita rako, email address yako, uchaona futi WhatsApp namba yangu inokukubatsira kuti unotanga se upenyu wako, unachinja se upenyu wako, ndiri pano kukubatsira. Maita basa. Merci beaucoup. Asante sana. Thank you, Ryan.
All right, thank you, Sis Asna. So again, guys, for those of you who are watching live on Sis Asna's business page, this is her website, www.asnamyblog.com. Thank you so much, Sis Asna. Now let's move on to Sis Shelby. Go ahead, Sis.
थैंक यू रायन। सभी दर्शकों को प्यार भरी नमस्ते। अगर आप भी इस डिजिटल बिजनेस के बारे में कुछ और जानना चाहते हैं, आप मुझे मैसेज कर सकते हैं, और साथ में बिजनेस स्टार्ट करना चाहते हैं, आप मेरी वेबसाइट www.shilpisharma.com पर जाइए, उसमें अपने नाम और ईमेल एड्रेस डालिए, और फिर आपको 20 मिनट का फ्री वेबिनार मिलेगा। आप उसे देखिए, आपके जो क्वेश्चन है मैं आपको आंसर करने के लिए यहाँ बैठी हूँ, आपकी हर तरह से मदद करने के लिए यहाँ बैठी हूँ। आप मुझे रीच कीजिए, मुझे मैसेज कीजिए, और मैं और आप साथ में काम कर सकते हैं। थैंक यू सो मच रायन, ओवर टू यू।
All right, thank you so much, Sis Shelby. So again, for those who are watching Sis Shelby's business page, or those who are followers of Sis Shelby, their website is www.shilpisharma.com. So thank you so much, Sis. And for me, for those sa mga tanan diha nga Pilipino or Bisaya sa naghanap ng business na very easy to build and very easy to create, mao na gid ni kung nangita mo og business nga while nagtrabaho gyapon mo karon sa inyong full-time job, especially if you are sa America, try this business. It's I'm not saying wala ko na ingon nga easy siya, but we have this automated system nga makahimo nga easy for you, nga makahimo nga while nagtrabaho ka sa imong full-time job, especially if you are naka sa healthcare industry or hospital or nurse ka, this business can do or can go along with your full-time job. So mahimo ni nimo maski during your break time kay di ni siya mukaon og dakong oras. So gamay ra ni makaon as long as kuan so 1 to 2 hours will do per day. So pwede nimo ma-automate automate tanan and mao ni nga ang imong goal ani is so that you can have time with your kids. So guys, okay, finally we have our live webinar. Okay, it is every Tuesday and Thursday, 8 p.m. EST. And of course, if you are from the Pacific, it is 5 p.m. Pacific time. And of course, if you are in Central time, it is, I think, 7 p.m. And I don't know with the other, just Google your time zone anyway. If you cannot watch the live, there is always a replay. And by the way, before we will end, I am one of the webinar panelists tomorrow. Okay, I am one of them, so I will be sharing my journey. I will share my story. So this
Oh,
business,
wow.
guys, is really true. Yeah, thank you so much, Sis Asna.
Wow.
And if you are from the USA, guys, this is legit because we are given our 1099 here. And of course, I am waiting for our tax write-off, our tax advantage. It's already with our tax preparer, and we are so excited for it. So again, leverage on this. If you can work overtime, if you can work multiple jobs, I think the best way right now is to have something on the side also, and that can also you can also gain or have the tax advantage to yourself. So this is Ryan Alexander Lim, and of course we will see you again next Tuesday. But of course we have this Wednesday, guys, because I just uh, arrived here in our place fresh from vacation. Thank you so much, Sis Asta, and thank you so much, Sis Shelby. So that's it for now, and see you on the inside. Thank you
Thank
so much.
you.
Bye for now.
Bye.